What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades, and today we're here with Greg, my homeboy.
Hello, hello.
And we're here on the lake.
Look at this. Beautiful.
Freaking awesome view. We got this whole lake right here. And this is what happens when you sell your Bitcoin. You get to spend time on the lake.
Right.
You make lots of money in Bitcoin. You get to treat yourself. So actually, live the life, he said. And so what we're going to do today is just interview Greg a little bit about his crypto journey and, you know, where he sees himself going, what he thinks about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, and, you know, how did he hear about it and where is it going? So if you want to hear more about that, just stay tuned. So we want to tell you a little bit about our background as friends and how we got to know each other, and kind of, you know, where that stems from, why he's taken my advice on cryptocurrency, and you know, how we met each other. So I'm gonna let him tell you, and then I'll tell you if he's lying or not.
So. All right, hey guys, I'm Greg. Lived in the Pacific Northwest all my life. You know, me and Jeff, we've known each other for years now, talking 15 going
close
maybe
15 years.
somewhere around there. Great guy here, you know, definitely you guys need to be watching his videos, like him, all that stuff. He really knows what he's doing with the Bitcoin. He's done all his research, and he's inspired me to do my own, you know, sort of involvement with Bitcoin and research and all that stuff.
Yeah, and he teaches me stuff too. You know, that's the cool thing. I can know a lot about it, and then my friend still teaches me about it.
Exactly. Yeah, we're, you know, it's really cool. You know, we've always had our similar interests in all
sure.
that. You know, so yeah, I first got into Bitcoin a while ago. I was sort of messing with the stock market and this and that, and another friend of mine, he told me about Bitcoin and was, you know, saying, hey, you got to get into it. You got to get into it. You know, this is really something. And I wasn't really on board. I wasn't really, you know, I was like, okay, yeah, sure. You know,
Yeah, it's kind of how I was when I first heard about Bitcoin too.
A lot of people are, yeah. And so eventually I ran into Jeff again. We hadn't talked for quite a while. We hadn't seen each other.
It was weird how we just connected out of nowhere.
Yeah. And and then lo and behold, he's telling me about Bitcoin too, and I'm like, wow, he knows about it too. That's got maybe, you know.
Real.
So that's when I really started kind of taking it more serious, you know, because I trust what he says here. He like I said, so I did a little research, and he told me about a lot of his success and everything, you know, that's happened for him, and
yeah, I want my friends to do well, so I give them my playbook.
Yeah, exactly, and it was great. He you know, gave me all the first-hand knowledge and experience that he had, and you know, I took some of that and went, you know,
and ran with it.
Yeah, and I've been just kind of playing around with it, and you know, I haven't exactly invested with the right state of mind that, you know, he has as a proper investor. You know,
you'll get there, man. It took me, you know, 6 months of just riding dips, and that was back at the $10,000 level. So you'll get there. So let's give them a little context. So when did your friend introduce you to Bitcoin, and how long after that did you reconnect with me?
I'd say, gosh, it was actually pretty close around. So it was probably
during the pandemic. It had to have been.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, it was.
So,
it was. I want to say it was after the spike, after Bitcoin went all the way up, obviously.
Right.
So I want to say late February, maybe even early March. It was late February is when we finally reconnected and everything, and then so my buddy, he told me about Bitcoin probably early February or maybe January. And,
okay, so 2021. It wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't even that long ago. I just missed it, guys. If he would have, well, it's not your fault, but I'm saying
I wish we would have connected sooner, because I was telling people, and man, this is my homeboy. I didn't know what was happening with him, so
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're connected now, and like we buy at the same time now. If I find a good purchase, and I'm like, man, buy this right now, and then we buy it together. You know, and that's the cool thing when you can trade with friends. It takes that fear level down a little bit because you're like, man, you can't sell unless I sell. And so if you guys want to try the buddy
around just to show you guys. Not too.
So we're back here, and we're just in a different part of the lake. If you see, we're still at the lake. It's actually freezing cold here, and my hand is like ice cold from holding the camera up there. But it was pretty cool, you know. So I just want to delve into a little bit more with Greg here, and you know, just tell me what your plan is for Bitcoin in the future, and where do you see yourself in the next couple of years with cryptocurrency?
Well, hopefully be a millionaire like this guy. He got in there at a
I
really good time. He's already done a lot of good trades and everything, and so we actually did a trade together just last night. Actually,
yeah, it wasn't the best, but
we were talking about the buddy system, doing trades together. But a good example of, you know, when to get in and out of the market and stuff. That's kind of what we've done in a lot of our talks and everything. Talking about timing and
right, because we actually made the trade when the market was up, and we're like, well, you know, it was still Anchor and it was still at a low price, but we're thinking, you know, we should have just waited till the market was down a little bit.
Yeah,
so,
I just wanted to put a little money in with you just to see, you know, because you were telling me about Anchor and all that, and I wanted to see,
I think it's
okay.
good.
And I think it is too, because we looked into Anchor a bit, and it's really a critical part of the cryptocurrency universe as far as development. You know,
and bringing all the blockchains together. It has like 40 different blockchains or something. But you know, has all the bricks in it. It's really cool. Check out Anchor.
What we did. Is probably what a lot of people have done, I'm guessing, is getting excited and
A little
not
overexcited.
necessarily doing our trade in the proper setting.
It wasn't like we did $1 million, but we, you know, we put in, you know, a couple $100.
Yeah, just to, you know, mess around with it, and so we're gonna keep watching that. And you know, the first day so far, it's you know, it has gone down, but this company has. Really good potential. Look into it yourself, and you know, you guys make your own decisions.
Sorry, got to change hands because my hand is cold here.
It is really cold, guys.
And so I want to elaborate on that just a little bit. So if you're not sure about a trade, don't put as much money into it. See, why it doesn't matter that much is because we only put like a couple $100, maybe $200 in there together. So it's really not that big of a deal. If we lose like $8 right now, because it would have been nice to make $100 overnight on the Anchor, like, you know, we kind of hoped. But if we have to wait 2 weeks for our profit, that's okay. I'm cool with waiting 2 weeks for $200.
Right?
I mean,
nothing but time.
Yeah, and if you get like 10 of those going, you know, for $200, a profit every 2 weeks, you know, that's a lot of money over time. So what we're doing is we're making money for the future, and we were just talking about putting our Bitcoin into cold storage. And Bitcoin is not going to be trading day to day. We're going to do Bitcoin as long-term holdings. So we're going to get out of here, guys. It's freezing cold, but you know what time it is, right? Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang.